Hello. Yes. Welcome all of you here once again in another session. And let me start as quickly as possible. Before that, let me just inform you today is the last day, 22nd of August. One can use the code EXAM and grab flat 45% off and 1.5 times validity. So do make use of this. If you are willing to buy any course here of SSC or Railways, be it a batch, course, mock test, or the super elite subscription in which you get access to all the courses that are running and the upcoming ones in just one subscription. Let's go ahead and start the test. I hope you are practicing enough through mock tests and you are a part of those batches also for IB ACIO Grade 2 Executive, for Security Assistant also. The complete course where you get preparation for tier 1, for tier 2 and tier 3. That means your interview also. Let's go straight. We'll reduce the brightness so that you can see it clearly. Yeah. Let's go. Welcome everybody here. Good evening from my side. Nitish, respect brother. Manish, Jai Jagannath. Bubbly, Anikesh, Neha, Saloni, Avijit. Good evening brother. Saloni. Waiting for your response. Thank you. You are correct. The first one is cemetery, which is actually this E1. The second one is playwright, which is with a W in between. This is abstruse, not clear. Abstruse, BS over there. Aberration is all correct when it comes to its spelling. ABERRATION. So, yep, the correct spelled aberration. A base. Welcome. Good evening. Deviation, actually. Aberration is deviation, irregularity, abnormality. Welcome, Muskan, Radhe Radhe, Nancy, Jai Janendra. Okay, a base is actually from a that is not, remember, theist, atheist, what should I say, moral, amoral, and many words in English. Path, feelings, apathy, lack of feelings. So, base. And people are based on something, depend on something, so they have their base. If you abase them, that means remove the base, you belittle them. Everyone stands. They have their own stand, I can say. You belittle them or consider them zero. Little, I'm sorry. Please excuse me. You belittle them. I'm a right hand one. You belittle them. Defeat, no, it's not to defeat someone, but somebody came to me and I thought I am the best. He's nothing before me is supposed to be a base. Now, I didn't defeat him, drop him, or fix him, but humiliate, consider them with discontent and such is supposed to be a base. A base. Humiliation, exactly. We better know the word in the noun form humiliation. Welcome, Mohini. Good evening. Nipped in the bud. I has. I is not followed by has. I have. Need not read the sentence. That's the blunder. I has. I have an offer. Great. Welcome, Isha. Yes. The doctor will either perform surgery, either or, neither nor, not only but also, both and, they are followed by the same parts of speech. So either has this verb after this, or should have a verb after that. But it is will. Now it has a mismatch. That's an auxiliary. And that auxiliary in the initial part was before either. So either I should change the position, but I think the doctor will either do this or do that. I can drop it also, like I love dancing, I love singing, I love swimming. Drop this. I love dancing, singing, swimming, things which can be common. So the doctor will either do this or do that. We went there, we went here. You can drop this. Redundant, we can say. Or will, fraction B. Option B. Welcome, Vaishnavi. Good evening, hey dear. Never be, Manish. In the first study of which is a preposition, it is prepositions don't have subject and verb combinations. That's a contraction of it and is or was or has. I can't have a finite verb after a preposition. Apart from that, its kind. So one of its kind, one of my friends, one of his friends, you need the possessive adjective, its, not the contraction form it is, it was, and such. But remember, that was fraction A, but option B. So we shouldn't commit such mistakes. No, A is not the correct answer. Mohini, you will be one of them pretty soon. Practice makes a man perfect. Okay, feel my words. Let's derive the proverb idiomatically. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You are mature. My words should not be taken in a negative manner. Everyone thinks whatever he she does is correct. Even though I have bad habits, but I think it is justified. No, I'm not doing wrong. It's allowed. No, no. it's okay, huh? We can do this and we can do that. So my intentions are not bad. Nobody does things that they think are bad and then they go to hell. People think that they are doing good, but I hope you understand. So nobody does bad things and wishes he, she will go to hell because he's doing bad. They think that they are doing good, but actually that's the road to hell. That's the way to hell, not heaven. That means it doesn't matter that your intentions are good. It doesn't matter if your intentions are good, but you're doing things which are bad, you will go to hell. It will result in a bad outcome. Intentions are good, they don't justify that the result will be good. No problem. Say, good intentions don't matter if your actions lead to bad outcomes, and that is hell. Abhijit, yes. So people who are truly malevolent, doing bad, often disguise their descriptive plans by claiming they are trying to help society. Fine, but not the meaning of the proverb. Can say the usage of the proverb, but not the meaning exactly. Every major undertaking, no matter how difficult, begins with a single positive step. That's a positive statement, so it can't be the answer. Just intending to do good things is insufficient. Without proper actions and careful executions, those good intentions can lead to disastrous or harmful outcomes. Better than the best. That's the meaning. One should always be suspicious of people who offer help. No, 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 no. It's talking about your actions, not somebody else's. And that's a good one. Ah, I'll do this. Come rain or shine. I'll go there. Come rain or shine. That means whatever happens, I will do that. Come rain, if it is raining, I'll do that. If it is shining, I'll do that. No matter what the weather is, what the situation is. Exactly. चाहे आंधी आए या तूफान. Shankar, welcome first of all, brother, and I love your humor. Abhijit, come rain or shine, I'll make my friend watch the movie. Hmm. We have three different answers, A, D, and C. Try to be unanimous first. Okay, let me check. Fallible, the one who can fall, make a mistake. Infallible, the one who doesn't make a mistake. Understand? No. Wrong. Make mistakes. Yes, exactly. So the second one should be A. Second A in the first one. Second A in only the first one must be the answer. Let's verify. In case we have made a mistake, let's check. Okay, impossible to understand. Scrutiny, analyze things so minutely, impossible to understand. Inscrutable. Perfect. That is fine. I think you know, fit to be eaten is edible, fit to be drunk. Mohini, perfect, perfect beta. Edible, something which can be eaten. Inedible, which cannot be eaten. Something which can be drunk. Portable, which cannot be drunk, the negative way, such way. And yes, cannot be corrected. Incorrigible. Some of the common words you go through daily. Corrigible can be corrected, incorrigible cannot be corrected. All in all, in just one option, I am correct, need not check the answer. Meek. I hope you know this. I'll check if you are saying so. Yes, Nancy. Okay, meek is going to be someone, sit down. Yes, sir. Stand up. Yes, sir. Who is frightened, who is a coward, who is submissive, and such. So, opposite meaning. If you were asking meaning, I would have said submissive, that's the meaning of the word, and bold, courageous, audacious, that's going to be the antonym. These are not related. Congruous, the part of the herd. Incongruous, apart from the herd. Generic, in a proper way. Generic sessions, generic videos on YouTube and such. So no, they are not related, only two are related. Bold, the antonym, submissive, the meaning of the word. So opposite, bold, meaning submissive. I'm sure you know the meaning of this idiom. Otherwise, I will make you understand. Shubham, thanks for the compliment का उल्टा क्या होता है? Welcome, brother. Mohini, as a teacher, I know. Yes. The ball is in your court. Think about playing tennis or table tennis. When you have the ball, you can push it this way or serve that way, here, there, wherever you want. You have the responsibility, you have the opportunity, you have the turn to do anything. The ball is in your court. You can do whatever you want. If the ball is in their court, they can do whatever they want. Now let's check this. Speaker has admitted defeat and is letting the other person win the negotiation. But no, 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 no. It talks about being in favor, having the responsibility, opportunity. So no, no, it doesn't define anything such. It's now your turn and responsibility. Perfect, done. To take the next action because ball is in your court. Perfect. That's the meaning of the idiom. The next phase will be more competitive and challenging. It doesn't define things which are competitive and challenging. Just the second one. Select the conclusion based on the meaning of the word pernicious. Conclusion based on the meaning. Shankar, that's true. Pernicious is harmful, I think all of us know, but that's harmful gradually. If you do not know, do know this. Pernicious, harmful, but harmful gradually, slowly and slowly and slowly, not exactly at the same time. Um, the spyware caused a sudden catastrophic system crash that was immediately obvious to everyone. That's not the meaning of pernicious. It is also harmful because it caused crash, catastrophe, but it's not immediate. So, although the meaning is true, but not completely true. Yes. Spy's harmful effect, yes, pernicious means harmful, were subtle at first, gradually corrupting files over many months. 100% correct. The ultimate result of the spyware's presence was widespread data loss and this and that. Fine, but that's the ultimate result, not the sudden result. Fine, data loss and breach of trust, the negativity being harmful. Yep. Spyware was a benign piece of code. No, benign is actually beneficial, is a positive one, and that's a negative one. So just second and third, both. Second and third. In a pernicious way. Let the bygones be bygones. Things which have been gone, things which have happened already in the past, don't bring them. They decided to forget about the past. Yes, let the bygones be bygones. Things which are gone, let them be. Don't bring them up. So the first one is correct. They agreed to bring up all old arguments. Opposite. They choose to forgive each other for the past offenses. Yes, perfect. So first and third, both. First and third, both. सुनने में अच्छा लग रहा है Manish, it says in Hindi गधे मुर्दे मत उखाड़ो. Okay, I remember concurrent lines, somehow parallel lines. Intricate is complex. Synchronous can be concurrent, but that's asynchronous. That means not synchronous. So that will be opposite. Coincidental, concurrent, parallel, happening at the same time. Yes. Tractable can be, what should I say? Who can follow what you say? Intractable, stubborn, unyielding is not going to follow what you are willing to say. Concurrent, coincidental, happening at the same time, same way, in the same manner. So I got this wrong. There is a sentence that's the bigger brother of close test. You have a sentence that you need to fit out here. I repeat, you have a sentence that you need to fit in between, not a word. Now decide where can this sentence be marked. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the options. quick. Venkatesh. Now feel this. I got this wrong, to be honest. I read. The concept of risk compensation is a key theory in safety science and human behavior, which suggests people tend to adjust their behavior in response to the level of risk. For example, when safety features like anti-lock brakes, seat belts are added to cars, driver may feel more secure. This phenomenon can be seen in various domains. For example, this, I thought that, from sports, where athletes wearing more protective gear may take greater risks, to finance, where government bailouts might encounter riskier environments. Okay. Therefore, that's the concluding factor. However, this safety can paradoxically lead to more reckless behavior, thereby offsetting the safety benefit. So I thought that's an example of cars, that's an example of sports, I thought. That's an example of government finance. We can all in all put it after them. All examples. However, this safety can be reckless behavior also paradoxically. Fine. And since it can have negative consequences, I thought, therefore, when implementing new safety measures, it is crucial to consider not just this but also that. Fine, so I clicked 3. But I was wrong. Why? Because it is talking about this perceived safety, which is marked clearly here. They feel more secure. And reckless cannot be marked in sports. Reckless cannot be marked in, I got this later, finance. But reckless, obviously, I hope you know, drivers become reckless. The most appropriate word for in that context. So that's how second one is a better choice to put that statement here. So the concept of risk compensation, people tend to adjust their behavior as per the level of risk. For example, safety features like this or that, drivers may be secure. But this perceived safety leads to more reckless behavior, thereby offsetting that safety benefit. So, Shankar, दिल से when somebody asks in Hindi, I will definitely mark in Hindi. Close test का बड़ा भाई मान लो एक सेंटेंस है जो आपको थीम के अनुसार इन 4 ऑप्शंस में से कहीं भी फिट करना है. अब कहाँ होगा वो हमें देखना है. तो मेरा तो गलत ही था, बस इसीलिए बोल दिया. कहाँ आ सकता है, सेफ्टी की बात यहाँ पर है, वही सेफ्टी आप इसके आगे रख लो. फिर उसके बाद स्पोर्ट्स में सेफ्टी चलो हो भी सकती है, पर सरकार के नजरिए से फाइनेंस में सेफ्टी थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा. सो इट्स बेटर हियर देन हियर. सो या द करेक्ट वन 2. I thought that's a concluding statement, but that's a better choice. Better choice. A close test with just one attempt. शिखा, फर्स्ट में तो आप रख ही नहीं पाओगे, अभी तक सेफ्टी की बात ही नहीं हुई है. सेफ्टी सेकंड के बाद हुई थी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ड्राइवर्स फील with the help of those safety things. Clear or not? Exactly. Industrial Revolution was a period of profound technological and social blank space that began over there. I would say, first of all, there should be a noun here. Social change, probably say technological change. There should be a noun here. Looking at the options. Stagnant. There was a revolution. How can that be constant or stagnant? No. Reversal, adjective. Transformation, noun. Okay. Decline, I don't think so. I thought C should be correct, but let me check each and every option. You are correct. The revolution was a period of transformation that began in Great Britain. It was marked by a shift Okay, that's how transformation. From these economies to the ones dominated by machines. If you say industry, obviously machines will dominate, no problem. This transition, you yourself marked the answer. Transition, transformation led to unprecedented urbanization. Okay, so people flocked together to cities in search of work. Perfect. It brought economic growth, but it also created new problems and often appalling, horrifying, threatening conditions for the laboring class. Perfect. While indicating that contrast. Apart from growth, it had problems also. Ultimately, this era fundamentally shaped modern society and global economy. Done. Need not check. That was something I didn't know precisely. Shankar, yes. I know biblio is for books, topography for mapping, not for sea. But oceanography, I thought for oceans, and hydro can be for water, anything such. So I clicked hydro, but it was oceanography. Bibliography, list of books, for sure. Topography, features of an area, the physical features, natural, artificial, both. Hydrography, I thought for water, so sea, the science for water like sea and that, but survey and charting bodies. However, oceanography, physical and biological properties of the sea. So, no problem. Such can go wrong. Finishing things off. Find the odd one out. Someone's unstoppable. Yes. I'm sorry, I was clicking that. Yes. See, a monopoly occurs when a single company has total control over a market leading to higher prices. Can I say just that's a negative statement? Okay. A negative externality is a cost imposed on a third party who is not even involved in a transaction. Not symmetric. Asymmetric information creates an imbalance where one party knows much more than the other party. That's not negative, that's a fact. The law of demand defines that the price of a good increases, consumer demand decreases. That's it. That's it. So that's just a neutral statement indicating some fact. Law, these are negative. Asymmetric information, negative extremity, monopoly, all bringing negativity. See, the only one talking about statistics and facts and laws and such. So, yep, the odd one out. Rest of those were similar. starting with 2 already available in all the options. Okay. Then 3 available in 2 options. You gotta pick the next one also. Okay, exactly. You are saying as per the options. Second is the first one. So let's begin. The journey of a book from an idea to a bookshelf is a long process. Okay. It begins, for sure, 2, 3 must be together. That journey begins with an author writing a manuscript and then seeking representation from some literary agent. Yes, 2, 3, but 2, 3 available in 2. If it were in just 1, would have been the answer. Okay. Next, either 5 or first. The journey begins with this literary agent. 1. If the publisher, but I was talking about some literary agent, not the publisher. What about this fifth one? This agent, yes, or an agent. This agent then pitches the polished manuscript, yep, to various publishing houses. Now I can say publisher. 5-1, yes, flat, 2-3-5-1, the answer. The only possibility. हाथों से लिखा हुआ manuscript. Manish, great brother, great. Yes, I thought initially a random forest algorithm is a type of user-friendly algorithm that uses this or that. CDA in probably 3 to 5 seconds. CDA, it's ending at C. Impossible. CAD, algorithm, how would I say CA? CDA, but B in between. I'll check. D first is a type of, is cannot be the first statement. So that must be the answer, but let me verify. Just CB. This algorithm, also known as that algorithm, is a, yes, correct, all correct. Something which is also known as, and finishing things off at a, no. This one, also known as, known, past participle, not the finite verb. Obviously, chivalrous. Candid is clear. So, antonym of clear, serenity, silence, peace, tranquil, not bad. Buddy, hey buddy. Pardon, not at all. Secret. Candid, clear, opposite, secret. Done. Finishing things now. Bye bye. See you. Take care. And see you in the classes in the evening at 4 and 6 for descriptive English and your practice sessions live on a daily basis. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have courses for IB ACIO as well as security assistant. Would love to see you in the one you want. Having tier 1 preparation, practice sessions are going on live every day. Having sessions for tier 2 descriptive test and for interview preparation also. Validity is not limited, will be valid till the complete process finishes. So see you in those live classes for practice, then the descriptive ones, and then for interview also. And yes, of course, you have mock tests with detailed analysis. Thank you so much, all of you here. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe. Thanks, Manish. Muskan, perfect. As always, beta. Thank you so much. Radhe Radhe. Isha, Nitesh, Manish. Superb, Manish. Yeah, bro. Bubbly. Thank you so much, beta. Ankit, Mohini, Saloni, Vaishnavi, Shikha, Avijit. You are the best mentor, elder brother, and the most sweet person by heart. Do watch the movie. Whenever I feel or find time, I definitely watch the movie. Thank you so much for the word and bringing a smile on my face. I hope you can see that. I'm sure you can see that. Shubham, I'll answer you pretty soon. Shankar, I promise we'll work hard together. We'll work hard together. I promise, brother. Thank you so much for the words. These words are the first step to success, to be honest. Thank you, Aman. Chivalrous, thank you so much, beta. Nancy, thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes.